Ever wondered what fueled the legendary samurai warriors? What secrets lay behind their exceptional strength and endurance on the battlefield? Today, we embark on a journey into the diet of one of history's greatest swordsmen, Miyamoto Musashi. Join me as we uncover the wisdom behind his balanced diet and explore how it can benefit us in our modern lives. Before we explore what Miyamoto Musashi ate, let's take a look at how he lived. The samurai weren't just warriors. They followed a way of life built on discipline, balance, and mindfulness. Everything they did, including their diet, reflected these values. Musashi saw his diet as more than just food. It was a part of his belief in living in tune with nature and finding harmony within oneself. The samurai believed that what they put into their bodies mattered deeply. Musashi wasn't just fueling up for battles. He saw eating as a way to stay connected to the world around him. It wasn't about just surviving. It was about thriving in every aspect of life. Samurai teachings emphasized the importance of balance. Musashi's diet was about moderation and choosing foods that complemented each other. For him, it wasn't just a matter of what to eat, but also how much and when. This approach extended far beyond the plate. It was about a balanced life in all aspects. Mastery of the self was a core principle for the samurai. Musashi's diet was a tool for self-discipline and mindfulness. He paid attention to what he ate, how it made him feel, and how it affected his performance. Every meal was an opportunity to strengthen both body and mind. Understanding this philosophy gives us a glimpse into Musashi's world. His diet wasn't just a list of foods. It was a way to embody the principles he held to truly understand Musashi's diet. Let's start with its building blocks. He prioritized whole, unprocessed foods as the cornerstone of his meals. Fresh vegetables, lean proteins, and grains formed the foundation of what sustained him. Musashi believed that the quality of what he consumed directly impacted his body and mind. Vegetables were a fundamental part of Musashi's diet. He valued their nutrients and how they contributed to his overall well-being. For him, they weren't just side dishes. They were essential elements that fueled his body's vitality. Lean proteins were another crucial aspect. Musashi understood the importance of protein for strength and muscle recovery. He opted for lean sources like fish and poultry, ensuring a balanced intake without excess fats. Grains, particularly rice, held a special place in Musashi's diet. Not only did they provide energy, but they also symbolized a connection to his culture and heritage. Whole grains offered sustained energy levels, keeping him sharp and focused during his rigorous training and battles. By focusing on these foundational elements, whole foods rich in nutrients, Musashi built a diet that nourished him both physically and spiritually. These choices weren't random. They were deliberate selections aligned with his philosophy of optimal living. Balance was at the heart of Musashi's dietary principles. He understood that moderation was key to maintaining a healthy body and mind. For him, it wasn't just about what he ate. It was about the proportions and combinations. Musashi didn't advocate for extremes. He believed in a balanced intake of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Each component played a role in supporting his overall health, and he ensured they were in harmony within his meals. While proteins offered strength and muscle recovery, carbohydrates provided sustained energy. Musashi balanced these with healthy fats, understanding their role in various bodily functions. His approach wasn't about strict rules. It was about listening to his body. If he felt he needed more energy, he adjusted his carbohydrate intake. If recovery was crucial, he upped his protein consumption. This constant adjustment allowed him to maintain equilibrium. By practicing moderation and avoiding excess in any food group, Musashi maintained a well-rounded diet. His philosophy was about nourishment, not indulgence. This balance wasn't just about physical health. It also contributed to his mental clarity and focus. Mindful eating was a fundamental aspect of Musashi's approach to food. He didn't rush through meals. Instead, he savored every bite with intention and awareness. For him, eating was a ritual, a chance to connect deeply with his nourishment. Musashi believed that by slowing down and truly experiencing each morsel, he could derive more than just physical sustenance. He appreciated the flavors, textures, and even the way his body responded to different foods. His mindful chewing wasn't just about better digestion. It was a practice in gratitude. Musashi found joy in the simple act of eating, acknowledging the effort that went into producing his food and the privilege of being able to consume it. This mindfulness extended beyond the dining table. Musashi was mindful of where his food came from, how it was prepared, and the impact it had on his body and surroundings. He believed that this awareness elevated his connection to the world around him. By practicing mindful eating, Musashi found a deeper appreciation for his meals. It wasn't solely about the nutrients. It was about the experience, the connection between the food, his body, and the world. How can we apply Musashi's dietary principles to our modern lives? While our circumstances differ, the essence remains the same. By incorporating whole foods, balancing our meals, and practicing mindfulness in our eating habits, we can benefit from the wisdom of the samurai in our pursuit of a healthier lifestyle. Whole, unprocessed foods should form the foundation of our diets. Vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains offer a wealth of nutrients, just as they did for Musashi. Prioritizing these options can significantly improve our overall well-being. Balancing our meals is key. Instead of focusing on restricting certain food groups, aim for a variety and moderation. Understanding the roles of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats in our diet can help us create meals that nourish us both physically and mentally. Mindful eating in our fast-paced world might seem challenging, but it's essential. Taking time to savor each bite, appreciating the flavors, and being aware of how food impacts our body and mind can lead to a more fulfilling eating experience. Embracing these principles isn't about following strict rules. It's about adopting a mindset, a way of approaching food that honors our bodies and fosters a deeper connection with what we eat. Musashi's wisdom transcends time, offering us a guide to a more balanced and harmonious way of eating and living. As we conclude our journey through the dietary wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi, it's clear that his principles were more than just guidelines for eating. They were a philosophy for living. His emphasis on balance, moderation, and mindful consumption resonates deeply, offering us timeless lessons. Musashi's diet wasn't just about sustenance. It was a reflection of his commitment to a harmonious life. His teachings urge us to consider not just what we eat, but how it nourishes our bodies, minds, and spirits. By understanding and embracing the way of the samurai in relation to diet, we find ourselves on a path toward greater well-being. Musashi's legacy isn't confined to history. It lives on in the wisdom we glean from his approach to nourishment. Let's carry forward the essence of Musashi's dietary principles, a commitment to balance, moderation, and mindfulness. Through these timeless teachings, may we find not just health, but a deeper connection to ourselves and the world around us.